And today we're reacting to when Kobe Bryant was the most hated player in the NBA. Kobe! Oh man, my favorite player of all time. Reason why I'm a Lakers fan to this day. I was a Kobe fan for so long. You know what I'm saying? Like so long ago. Definitely helped shape a little bit of way how I was going, like how I just maneuvered with the way he thought, and you know, watching those clips so young. I don't know what made me rock with Kobe so long ago. I don't know. But I remember when I did and I was young, people would be like, ugh, really? Oh, I hate Kobe. People would be saying that and I just never understood. I never understood. Now everybody love him, obviously, because, you know, everybody love him, period. But, you know, especially when he passed, you know, everybody just kind of let that go, and which I feel like is a good thing. But man, like, really one of them ones, like favorite player of all time in any sport, Kobe Bryant. I'm gonna put him up there every single time. That's just how I was living, you know what I'm saying? But let's get to the video, man. Let's do it, bro. Let's get into it.
Today, Kobe Bryant is one of the most universally loved athletes of all time. If you ask former players, coaches, and fans, everyone raves about his dedication, work ethic, and the bond that he had with his family. But for almost his entire career, Kobe was one of the most hated players in the NBA. Yeah. Many opposing fans hate.
Bro, I remember my partner's mama. I would be at his day house because they rock with LeBron. He was like how niggas rock with LeBron and like they go everywhere they go. I can't lie, that guy right there, we were children. As children, that young man right there, it didn't matter. He was the first man on LeBron like no other. I was like, man, bruh. Like he would be like, yeah, I'm the Heat fan, man. I love the Heat, man. But the thing is he wouldn't say I'm not a Heat fan, I'm a LeBron fan. He would just automatically just like, oh, he just happened to be the biggest Heat fan, or he the biggest Cleveland fan. Like he was not that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what used to piss me off. But his mama, bro, every time she saw Kobe, she was like, oh, I hate Kobe. I'd be like, damn, like you would have thought Kobe did something to her in real life.
Did him simply because he was destroying their teams.
You want first place, come play with me. You want second place, go somewhere else.
100.
Other players believe that Kobe was a cocky and selfish ball hog.
To get to a certain level, you have to have a certain amount of selfishness to be able to drive yourself.
That's what I get it. That's why. That right there, I see why I was a big Kobe. I feel that. Selfishness. You got to, bro. This is real. I'm yapping this video. This is real. Sometimes you gotta be a selfish motherfucker, bro. And that selfish shit, like, to get to a certain place, I can be a selfish motherfucker. It's in my blood. Bro, I remember my uncle told me a story about how my dad, you know what I'm saying, I rest my dad, so I got his urn right here. You feel me? My dad, apparently, one time, I think I told y'all this, but I'm gonna tell y'all again. My dad's brother, my uncle, he needed to borrow my dad's phone that apparently had the big, the big phone which you would talk back in the day. And because he didn't want him to use his phone or use whatever the minutes, however the phones work, he dropped him off at a payphone to use it. His little brother. I said, damn. I see where I get a little bit of that selfishness. But I do anything for my family, though, at the same time. You feel me? I do anything for the people I love. I give you the shirt off my back. But I think it's some selfishness that you need. That's probably why I rock with bro so heavy.
Y'all don't realize that Kobe trying to be arguably the greatest ever. Your response?
Gotta get a couple more rings.
Or that he was a bad copy of Michael Jordan, and that he drove Shaq out of LA. Many of his teammates didn't like Kobe either, and Phil Jackson called him a juvenile narcissist. Then, of course, there's the Colorado court case from 2003, which turned even some of the biggest Kobe fans into haters. This is a story about the controversial side of the Black Mamba, when Kobe was the most hated basketball player in the world. But before Kobe even got to the NBA, he wasn't accepted anywhere. Growing up in Italy as one of the only black kids in a predominantly white country, Kobe Bean Bryant was always viewed as an outsider.
At the time, I was only 6 years old, and I was pretty much clueless about the whole situation. But my parents basically told me, You're going to an Italian school, we want you to learn a new language. So our parents just immersed us in Italian culture. So we were just surrounded by Italian kids. We were just learning the language as they were.
When his family moved back to Philadelphia, Kobe was an outcast again. He didn't know American slang, had European manners, and came from a wealthy family, all of which didn't endear him to his classmates.
It was different, man. I had a lot of trouble understanding English and the slang. I was a little Italian boy, I didn't understand the fashion. It was like somebody took me and dropped me in a bucket in a tub of ice cold water because it shocked the shit out of me.
All those experiences shaped Kobe into a loner, a guy who was fully capable of operating on his own because all he really needed was that orange ball, which made him obsessed.
The thing that was always the most constant was the game. And that was my refuge. That was the place where I could go and have complete familiarity no matter where I was. Whether I got along with the kids or didn't get along with the kids, didn't matter because I always had my ball. So I can always pick up my basketball, I can always hop on my bike, I can always go to the park, and I can always shoot. As doing those lonely hours in the rec room, I discovered the hunger, the motivation, and the desire to be the best possible basketball player that I could be.
It's not like Kobe never had friends or that he was hated by every single person, especially after he became a local hero playing for Lower Merion High School.
My beeper is beeping, so let me quick pause as I grab the microphone. It's for all of y'all.
But Kobe's cockiness was present even back then, and his first haters on a national level were made in 1996, when he held his first ever press conference.
Kobe Bryant.
Niggas ain't used to look like high schoolers back then. They look like a grown-ass adult. High school niggas now look like they in high school. Maybe it's the haircut.
I've decided to take my talent to I have decided to skip college and take my talent to the NBA.
Wearing his olive-colored Italian suit and dark sunglasses indoors, this teenager confidently told the world, "Screw college, I'm above that." And that didn't sit well with some NBA fans, who believed that this kid was a show-off, especially because no guard ever decided to ditch college and come to the NBA straight out of high school.
I knew that I could make the move, but going through the high school season, my senior year, I knew what I wanted to do, but I had to make sure that I was 110% sure. Because once you make this type of decision, there's no turning back. So I didn't want to have any doubts.
Then, a month later, he showed up to his prom with an R&B singer, Brandy.
Yeah, he was just going too crazy. He was just going too stupid. That's like a motherfucker pulling up now with, and it's no disrespect to Brandy, I'm just talking about like just how lit, that's like a motherfucker in high school pulling up to fucking, I don't know, with Ice Spice or something. Like obviously Brandy more talented, you know what I'm saying, beautiful. I'm just saying that from the popularity and the litness, a motherfucker gonna be like, damn, what the fuck? Hey, put up to school with Ice Spice? Who the fuck is this nigga? Like, damn, he going that crazy?
Which wasn't well received by the rest of his class.
It's not Kobe's prom, it's Lower Merion's prom. It's all of our prom.
Hey, man, it's all of our prom. Hey, gang, Kobe Bryant just brought Brandy to prom. Did you think you was going? Did you think? Yeah, it's y'all's prom, sure. So keep moving like it's y'all's prom. It didn't matter. If Kobe didn't go here, y'all's prom, it'd still be y'all's prom. I mean, unless they were doing special red carpet shit for him and y'all wouldn't. Shit, they probably was. Goddamn, they probably were. But you go to school with Kobe Bryant. Hold the L, man. You gonna have to hold that L.
Including Kobe. We're not the class of Kobe, we're the class of 1996.
After that, he signed a $48 million endorsement deal with Adidas, which was unprecedented for somebody who wasn't even drafted yet. And once he got selected by the Hornets and subsequently traded to the Lakers, Kobe didn't have a great first impression with the rest of his teammates. At the start of training camp, everybody had to introduce themselves. And when it was Kobe's turn, he said this, "Yo, I'm Kobe Bryant. I'm from PA, went to Lower Merion High School, and dominated everything. Just want y'all to know, nobody's gonna punk me. I'm not gonna let anyone in the NBA punk me, so be warned."
Damn. Oh, my battery. That would have pissed me off. If I was a nigga somebody in the NBA, I'm like, man, what the fuck is this thing you keep talking about? That would have pissed me off. I'm gonna be real. I still rock with Kobe though.
Clearly, he was no ordinary rookie. But when the season started, Kobe was coming off the bench, mainly because he wasn't willing to give up the ball, ever. O'Neal nicknamed Kobe Showboat. And even though there were no major problems between them, you could see that their chemistry was not ideal. On November 17th, after Bryant scored a career-high 16 points, Shaq complained to Kobe that he wasn't giving him the ball.
Hey, dude, you got to throw me the ball. I said, man, that, get it off the rebound if I miss, bro. You told him this. First year. 18 years old, man. 18 years old. And I must have been out of my damn mind.
Bryant was arrogant and selfish, often dribbling into double teams and taking impossible shots. On top of that, he was standoffish, never trying to socialize with his teammates off the court, which distanced him from everybody and caused Coach Del Harris to play him for only 15 minutes per game. But even though Shaq and Eddie Jones made the All-Star team, Kobe was the main attraction at the 1997 All-Star Weekend, winning the dunk contest.
People feel Kobe Bryant is the favorite. 18 years old, 6'6". Oh!
Yes. But look at his style. Look at his wrist.
Shit was ass. That was ass. And bro, if Aaron Gordon pulled up, Zach LaVine pulled up, did the performance that they did in whatever year that was, they would have, bro, they probably would have, everybody would have came down from the stands and bowed down at these niggas' feet if they given tens to some shit like that.
Check out the way he walks. He's cocky. He looks cocky. Check him out. His eye contact with the crowd.
However, many people in the crowd resented Kobe after he loudly celebrated a missed dunk by his opponent Michael Finley, which is what actually gave Bryant the victory. And that's how he got stuck with the label of an egotistical, arrogant guy, even before he ever became an NBA star. In the first playoffs of his career, Kobe famously chucked 4 air balls against Utah, and the Lakers lost, with many blaming Kobe for taking those shots.
He swings big and he misses big. Same thing with me. I have no fear whatsoever. If I take the last second shot and I miss, so what?
But Kobe was handsome.
It was better off in my hands.
Smile and superstar potential. Even though his army of haters was growing, so did the number of his fans, and he became a PR darling, endorsing numerous products despite still being a teenager. In 1998, during his sophomore season, Bryant became an all-star through a popularity vote, despite not starting for the Lakers and averaging just 15 points per game. Many fans viewed his selection as undeserving, and if we're being sincere, they weren't wrong, because Kobe hadn't fully developed as a player. Additionally, Jordan famously trash-talked Kobe in the locker room, which perfectly illustrates how other players viewed Bryant at the time.
That little Laker boy. That little Laker boy is going to take everybody a one-on-one.
It's a one-on-one game. No. I'll see you down the road. Cool.
However, as time went on, Kobe's game grew, and so did his popularity. By 2000, Bryant had become an all-star on merit. He was one of the most popular players in the league, and yet almost none of the Lakers liked him. With the arrival of Phil Jackson, the Lakers implemented the triangle offense, and Kobe hated it, often disrupting the offensive flow by trying to do everything himself. On top of those on-court problems, Kobe wasn't really anyone's favorite off the court either, as he would often keep to himself, never going to dinners or parties with the rest of his teammates.
Kobe's got a lot of self-esteem.
They wasn't feeling him just because he didn't want to kick it.
He feels comfortable being by himself. He feels comfortable with his own world. I do know on the road, most of the time he spends it in his room, and most of the time he asks us for the tape of the game we played the night before the opponent we're playing the next night.
Damn.
And he has a VCR, and he sets it up, and he watches games.
His song, KOBE, with Tyra Banks, as part of a 16-track rap album, wasn't well received, and further established Bryant as the showboat, and a guy who only cared about himself and his public persona.
For those that don't know, yes, I had a budding music career as a rapper. Okay. Didn't last long.
My teammates hate me, Kobe complained to general manager Jerry West. If I was your teammate, I'd hate you too, West replied. Since Kobe trusted Jerry West more than anyone, he decided to buy into the team concept, focus entirely on basketball, and play within the triangle.
No, I don't play around with basketball. I don't fool around with that. I'm very serious about it, but it's enjoyable for me to to play the game, but I love winning. And to win, you kind of have to grind it out sometimes.
And it worked. The Lakers won their first championship after Magic Johnson's departure, with Kobe and Shaq connecting on some of the most famous plays in NBA history. And even though Kobe beefed with Shaq on a regular basis due to the center's lack of commitment in practice and being out of shape at the start of the season.
Hey, what's good, y'all? I'm back again. And I've been putting a lot of people on to this program called Free Cash for a while now. Check out one of my supporters that had the biggest payout that I've seen yet from all the DMs y'all have sent. And I promise you, they've been hitting me up saying that they've tried it and it's worked. They've been getting cashed out, and I love to hear that because it genuinely actually works. And don't think I have not been seeing y'all's comments saying things like it doesn't work, Dior supporting a finesse, they're trying to take your data, and it's not true at all. And the fact that y'all would think that I would even put that on a video to get y'all finessed is wild to me. But hey, first off, Free Cash does not sell your data. They strictly track your progress to make sure you can get paid. Only sign up with an email and password and give no personal information, so I don't know what y'all are talking about. Here's how it goes. You sign up through my link, and inside you see a list of apps and games. Download them, play, and beat the levels that they tell you. That's the key. You got to complete the requirement, and once you hit the level, the system credits your account. And every time you finish, you get real money. Cash out to your PayPal or get a gift card, while it also being free of charge. The games pay Free Cash to get new players, and Free Cash just shares the money with y'all for trying it out. It may take a little time to get a huge payout, but if you're gonna be on your phone playing games anyway, you might as well make $5 to $10 doing the same thing. I don't want to hold y'all any longer, and I hope I've cleared up some things if you've been sitting on the fence. Hit the link, try a few games, and then DM me. Let me know that you've been winning, actually getting your money. Like I showed y'all earlier, bro made $1,000 off of Free Cash. I'm not promising that's gonna happen every day for y'all, but the fact that there's a possibility for doing something that y'all already do should really be all the convincing that you need, bro.
In 2001, things were surprisingly idyllic for the Lakers, who crushed the opposition, winning the championship with a playoff record of 15 wins and only 1 loss. In 2002, Kobe was arguably even better than Shaq throughout the regular season. And in the 2002 All-Star Game, Bryant took home the MVP after leading the West to a 135-120 victory in front of his hometown fans. But during the MVP ceremony, Bryant was booed by the Philadelphia crowd, which hugely disappointed Kobe.
I'm about to say, ain't he from Philly too? Well, he's from Italy.
Feels good to come home. I know the fans are, boring, but nonetheless, it feels good to come home and play in front of the home crowd, and had a chance to go back to the high school and see my family, and it's good to be here.
See, Bryant wasn't yet mature as a person, and he acted tougher than he actually was, displaying aggressiveness to establish his status as the alpha dog. He had a fist fight with teammate Samaki Walker and a scuffle with Reggie Miller, for which he was ejected. But in the end, Kobe's behavior was soon forgotten, as the Lakers won another championship.
They was worried about winning games, and winning games and doing what the hell I do, man. I ain't worried about
securing a three-peat. In 2003, Bryant's game was complete, and he had the best season of his career. And in the playoffs, it was clear that he was now the best Lakers player. But after they got defeated by the Spurs in the second round, Kobe went to Colorado for arthroscopic surgery on his knee. Upon arrival, Kobe slept with a 19-year-old staff member at the hotel where he was staying, despite being married to Vanessa for 2 years. And his infidelity would probably have been swept under the rug if the woman hadn't claimed that their relations weren't consensual, after which she pressed charges and the incident went public. One day later, Kobe held the toughest press conference of his life.
I sit here in front of you guys, furious at myself for making a mistake of adultery.
Yeah, had to come out here like I know he pissed. I know he's pissed. In this world, well, it would have got swept under. This just would have been a regular thing. These niggas been doing this forever, how long? But her coming around and flipping that, the adultery joint. I'm sorry, not only adultery, the non-consensual thing that came through and added some heat to a motherfucker.
But I'm innocent. And together, my wife and I,
and his wife up there sitting with him, head up, chin up. Hey, that's what we doing.
My family, we're gonna fight these false accusations.
In the following months, a media frenzy ensued over Kobe and the Colorado case, and a lot of dirty laundry was aired.
Going through this time made me ask a lot of questions because I lost sight of what is the most important thing, and that's family It's a man's job to protect your family. It's a man's job to look out for your family. It's a man's job to always be the anchor of stability for the family. And in that aspect, I failed miserably.
The worst of all was Kobe saying that he should have done what Shaq does in these circumstances and just paid women not to say anything.
Why would he say that? Cole, why did you say that, man?
This information leaked, Shaq denied Kobe's claims. And because of these comments, Kobe was estranged from the team, and the rest of the league didn't look at the situation lightly. And the part with the infidelity and the court case wasn't even the biggest problem in the macho NBA circles, but the fact that Kobe threw his teammate under the bus and discussed his...
Why did he say that? That wasn't it, man. I don't know what went through his head with that
personal life in the press, which was a big no-no. And Bryant officially became the most hated man in the NBA.
When's the last time you talked to Shaq, and did you ever apologize for those statements?
You know, I haven't had the opportunity to talk to him directly. But if I do get that opportunity, I definitely...
Why not, Kobe? It's been months. Why not?
Man, I can try to track him down, but I don't have his number or anything like that, man. I was able to get a message to him, through a mutual friend. I never meant any kind of way to bring, anything of his personal business out to the light like that.
Kobe missed the start of training camp. And when the reporters asked Shaq about Kobe and how it feels not to have the full team there, O'Neal responded, "The full team is here." Throughout the preseason, Kobe and Shaq kept trash-talking each other, both on and off the court. Before the season started, Phil said that they had to stop with the nonsense, especially with the media. However, just 24 hours later, Kobe did an interview with Jim Gray and unleashed all of his hatred for O'Neal.
He said that the guy selling donuts at the 7-Eleven had more pride in his job than Shaq did.
Wow.
And this was the same interview.
Wow. These guys stopped liking each other for a little minute. That's unfortunate.
That he had gone public calling him fat and lazy, and that he had surgery on the organization's time, and he would do it on company time instead of his time.
Furthermore, Kobe said it was pathetic that he publicly demanded a max deal when Peyton and Malone played basically for free. Kobe also said that he sacrificed so much of his game for Shaq, and that they're not friends nor brothers, citing that a brother would call him after his Colorado situation, which Shaq didn't do. After this story got out, Shaq literally threatened to kill Kobe, and Kobe was willing to fight O'Neal as well.
I couldn't drive to practice fast enough. This was me at my craziest. This is what I'm thinking. I'm going to drive to practice. We're going to fight. It's going to be awesome. May get beat to a pulp, but God, you know what? It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. And that's what I came to practice, completely expecting that to happen. And I think B. Shaw might have calmed everybody down. Yeah.
But then,
why they got them face to face with their knees touching like this? That's crazy, man. I'm glad they cleaned it up. Shaq look a lot better now than he do right here. This wasn't that long ago. I think he needed that beard. Shaq looked like, I don't know, milk dud.
Yeah. But then, Brian Shaw, who was now retired but who always had influence on both superstars, decided he needed to step in and calm everybody down. And with Bryant, Shaw was always direct. How do you expect him to support you when you always distance yourself from him and the team? Kobe never really interacted with us. At this point, he kinda kept to himself. We always went out, had dinners, went to clubs, and Kobe would never go. Shaq always invited everybody to his house for Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever it was, and Kobe would never interact. Shaw. But despite being hated by his teammates, the media, and half the world, Bryant was still a dominant basketball player, and the Lakers were still arguably the most talented team in the NBA. LA made the finals for the 4th time in 5 years, and everybody in the world expected them to beat the Pistons. But just like the Lakers themselves, the world underestimated the Pistons, one of the best defensive teams of all time. Detroit killed the Lakers with their full-court defense, forcing Bryant
this is a different Pistons team. They got Ben Wallace
into taking tough shots, baiting him into taking 23 shots per game, but making just 38%, and a horrible 17% from 3. Because of an injury to Karl Malone and a disastrous series from Gary Payton, the Lakers had no chance, and Detroit won the championship in 5 games. Shortly after the Game 5 loss, Bryant sat across from a teammate and declared, "I ain't playing with that mother effer again." There was no chance in hell.
Talk about Shaq.
that Shaq and Kobe could coexist anymore. And Kobe was willing to move from LA and had already planned to request a trade, looking at houses in Chicago, planning to sign with the Bulls. However, the Lakers owner, Dr. Jerry Buss, didn't want to lose Bryant, who was 25, in order to keep O'Neal, who was 32. Shaq also demanded a maximum salary, and the Lakers' choice was simple. So, the Big Diesel got traded to Miami, Phil Jackson resigned, and Kobe signed a new deal with LA.
How much did you have to do with both of their departures?
Oh, zero. Nothing. But, people's perception, I always want to run with the biggest story.
In September 2004, the woman who had accused Kobe told prosecutors that she could not participate in the trial. So they dropped the case, and the criminal charges were dismissed.
For this reason, and this reason only, I am dismissing this case.
At this point, Bryant...
For this reason and this reason only, I'm dismissing this case. Wow.
Made a public statement, apologizing to his accuser, the public, and his family, while denying the allegations, and ultimately settled for $2.5 million. And even though he was cleared of any wrongdoing, many people didn't believe that Kobe was completely innocent, and nobody liked the fact that he cheated on his wife.
Everybody automatically has this image of somebody who doesn't make mistakes, and is perfect role model or whatever. And that's no such thing. But I think of a role model as a person, who's in the limelight, and a person who might make a mistake, not necessarily in the limelight, but a person that makes a mistake, and people are able to learn from that mistake.
When the 2005 season started, Kobe publicly apologized to Shaq for his comments, but the duo still wasn't on speaking terms. When the Heat played the Lakers on Christmas, O'Neal didn't even want to acknowledge Kobe. To add fuel to the fire, Phil Jackson published a book titled The Last Season, A Team in Search of Its Soul, in which he told several unfavorable stories about Kobe, saying that he was uncoachable. Phil said that Bryant was too stubborn and would often go against the grain of the team, calling him a juvenile narcissist. These comments from Jackson solidified what most people had been suspecting of Kobe for a long time, and added to their distaste towards him. And because the Lakers won just 34 games and finished 11th in the West, their worst result ever, Kobe was again under fire from critics. Even though he averaged 27.6 points per game, his shooting percentage was low, with a career high in turnovers. Many fans questioned if the Lakers...
I feel like he had to shoot those shots, though. Who was going to shoot him? Who was going to shoot him? I feel like Kobe had to.
Were correct to let Shaq go instead of Kobe, especially because O'Neal looked rejuvenated in Miami, finishing second in MVP voting. However, for the 2006 season, Phil Jackson was back on the Lakers bench, retracting some of his comments he made about Kobe. But for Bryant, he say, she say wasn't important, and the only thing he wanted was to dominate. Kobe averaged a career-high 35.4 points per game, including the infamous 81-point game against the Raptors. And even though everyone marveled at Kobe's ability to score, there were also many critics who didn't like the fact that Bryant was chucking 27 shots per game and not passing the ball to his open teammates. Kobe often got ostracized after getting double and triple teamed, but still taking the shot, with his teammates raising their hands in disgust as they were wide open.
Did you see?
But still
Look
taking
where
the
he
shot.
pulled this shot at. Oh my God. Look at this shot. Look at this. Damn.
Teammates raising their hands in disgust as
damn. I know. Hey, I would have been mad as
they were wide
too,
open.
Though.
However, Kobe believed that it was better for him to take a tougher shot rather than if a mediocre teammate takes an open.
I hear you. I get that. It's better for me to shoot this shit than you.
Yeah. That's especially true for Smush Parker, whom Bryant openly berated in front of everybody.
Yeah,
Parker shouldn't have been in the NBA, but we were too cheap to pay for a point guard, so we let him walk on. Kobe. Due to Kobe's heroic scoring, he dragged the Lakers to the playoffs as the 7th seed. And at first, it looked like LA could advance past the Suns after Bryant's dominant performance in Game 4. Kobe first tied the game in the final seconds to push it to overtime, and in the extra time, he scored a buzzer beater to put the Lakers up 3-1 in the series.
Niggas. Look at this. They passing shit.
Despite his heroics, he was again criticized for copying Jordan, as MJ did the same fist-clutching motion after big shots. However, the Suns won Game 5, and in Game 6, Bryant scored 50 points, but it still wasn't enough. In the deciding Game 7, Phoenix led by 15 at halftime, and by the end of the third quarter, the Suns were up by 25. Kobe was uncharacteristically passive in the second half, taking just 3 shots and scoring only 1 point, for which he got heavily criticized by Charles Barkley, who felt that Bryant had quit on his team.
Remember that game when he wouldn't shoot? So we got that game, and I said, yo, man, as much as I love Kobe Bryant, what he did tonight was total BS. He wouldn't shoot. I think he took 1 shot.
I'm gonna keep it real, man.
I didn't like that. Ernie said, what do you mean? I said, he was trying to prove a point. They were getting their ass kicked. He don't have a lot of help. He texted me like 25 times, calling me every name in the book, and I'm texting him back, yo, man, pick up the phone and call me. No, fuck you, motherfucker. That's what you said. I mean, he called me like, and this goes on for like 2-3 hours.
To make things even worse,
Kobe crazy, dude.
For Kobe, Shaq won the championship that season, and Bryant's greatness was again questioned, as many people say that O'Neal was the biggest reason he ever won any championships. And in the 2007 season, those critics were proven correct. Kobe changed his jersey number to 24, won another scoring title, averaging 31.6 points per game, including a 65-point game against the Blazers. But the Lakers were once again the 7th seed, winning just 42 games in the regular season. In another first-round series against Phoenix, Kobe single-handedly won Game 3, scoring 45 points, but that was the only win for LA in the series, as the Suns easily advanced in 5 games. Bryant was again under fire for taking too many shots and not making his teammates better. People called him the faint copy of Michael Jordan, mocking his attempts to mimic MJ on and off the court. But what also didn't help is that Kobe gave himself a nickname, the Black Mamba, after seeing the animal reference in the movie Kill Bill.
I had to separate myself, because going through that time, I felt like there's so much.
That's a great name. Great name. I know I might be glazing, but it's a great name to me. Black Mamba, that's cold. That's hard, man. Yeah, that's dope.
Things coming at once, it was just becoming very, very confusing. I had to organize things. So I created the Black Mamba.
Many people saw that as pretentious, and due to overall distaste for Kobe and the general public, getting identified as a poisonous snake certainly didn't endear him to the masses.
So Kobe has to deal with these issues, all the personal challenges. The Black Mamba steps on the court and does what he does.
In a recent appearance on the I Am Athlete podcast, Gilbert Arenas talked about the nickname and how Kobe was perceived back then.
Shout out Gilbert.
So like when we're in sports and we're on teams, our natural instinct is to fit in, to be liked. Like it's funny when everybody is like, yeah, mama. Everybody had a mama mentality. Everybody hated the mama mentality. Y'all hated that he thought selfish like that.
And before the start of the 2008 season, Kobe had been dissatisfied with the Lakers' attempts to surround him with talent. After he heard that the Lakers passed up a chance to get one of the best point guards of all time, Jason Kidd, for a 19-year-old Andrew Bynum, Kobe handled it in the worst way possible. He appeared on a radio
Andrew Bynum used to piss me off.
show and said on camera that he can't believe LA didn't pull the trigger on the deal, saying, "For Bynum? Who is that kid anyway?" Bryant then demanded a trade from the Lakers, which leaked to the public, and he discussed with multiple teams where he should go. However, because he was unsatisfied with the landscape of the league at the time, realizing that any team that traded for him would have to give up its best players to acquire him, Kobe stayed put, remaining in purple and gold, and it proved to be a good decision.
Ultimately, I just wanted to be a Laker. I've been a Laker fan forever. Had nothing to do with the name on the jersey on the back, but it's the name on the front that really mattered to me. In my heart, I just wanted to be a Laker. I felt like this was the right thing to do.
With Kobe playing the most mature basketball of his career, the Lakers had a 29-16 record at the trade deadline when they got one of the most significant trades in franchise history. With Gasol on board, the Lakers dominated to a 57-25 record and finished the year as the #1 seed in the West. Kobe averaged 28.3 points per game, along with 6.3 rebounds and 5.4 assists, which earned him the MVP award.
Kobe just needed a big man. Anytime it looked like I need a big man that's good, and then we can run it up. That's all he needs.
However, the Lakers missed on the ultimate goal, losing to the Celtics.
Yeah. This one hurt. This one hurt me. Like when I saw this going on, this one pained me. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't like this with the Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, KG. This one hurt my heart. I was like, damn, nah.
In the NBA Finals, in a series where Kobe shot the ball poorly, making just 40% from the field and 32% from three.
It was on that.
You won the MVP, you led the team to the finals. How do you characterize this season?
Well, the goal was to win a championship. It wasn't to win MVP or anything like that. It was to win a championship. So, from that aspect, we failed.
After the finals, Shaq gloated, dissing Kobe with one of the most famous NBA freestyles of all time.
Now that's the difference between first and last play. Kobe, tell me how my tastes.
But Shaq wasn't the only one. Many fans around the world celebrated Kobe's finals loss because in the previous 5 years, Kobe had become the most hated player in the NBA. He was hated by all of Boston simply because he was a Laker. Kobe didn't fare much better in San Antonio, the main Lakers rival.
Because I was living in San Antonio at the time when this was going on. Me being a Laker fan, in San Antonio, they was not happy about that. They ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't
that era. And the Kings fans hated him.
And I like the Spurs.
2002 Western.
If I wasn't a Lakers fan, I was a Spurs fan. You know what I'm saying? I like the Spurs. It was just that, I was such a Lakers fan that I low-key had to hate on the Spurs a little bit. But nigga, when I'm playing 2K and I'm not playing the Lakers, I'm on the Spurs. I'm playing the Spurs. Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu, man, I'm a Spurs. In the back, I'm a Spurs fan. On the front, Lakers.
Conference finals for elbowing Mike Bibby in the face. However, many neutral fans disliked Kobe more than any other player during that era, primarily because he was perceived as cold and distant for the Colorado incident and for his reputation as being a selfish ball hog, as well as his style of basketball, which was seen as not yielding a championship without Shaq. According to an ESPN magazine article, free agents avoided coming to the Lakers due to Bryant. I've had a lot of clients in the last 5 years, good players who didn't want to play with Kobe, says an agent who has numerous NBA stars. They see that his teammates become the chronic public whipping boys. The media didn't always like him because he would often be distant, giving cold one-liners as answers. But Kobe, well, he couldn't care less. In fact, he loved it. The Black Mamba loved being hated because he was an outcast his whole life. He thrived playing in opposing arenas and listening to boos from the crowd, feeding off it. And that's why he was probably disliked even more, because the fans realized all the trash talk wasn't affecting Kobe. But in the next 2 seasons, the public perception of Kobe changed. In 2009, Bryant played the best basketball of his career, averaging over 30 points in the playoffs en route to his first championship without Shaq and the first finals MVP.
Your 4th NBA championship. How are you different as a man and a player than you were 7 years ago, the last time you won a championship?
I think you just get better. You just grow as a person, you grow as a man, and you just try to figure out the best way to lead these guys.
In 2010, the Lakers lifted the Larry O'Brien trophy once more, with Kobe struggling with his shot but doing everything humanly possible to win Game 7 against the Celtics, notably grabbing 15 rebounds and winning the Finals MVP, despite battling numerous injuries. After the 5th title, Bryant had one of the most legendary comments of all time, which shut up all the critics who said he couldn't win without O'Neal.
We know what it means as a team, but what about individually for you?
Just got one more to Shaq. So you can take that to the bank.
So I gotta live with that all my life.
That brings so much joy.
In the 2010 offseason, LeBron had his decision, which dethroned Kobe from the
Once LeBron came through, I ain't gonna lie. LeBron, I didn't like LeBron because of how much niggas liked LeBron. This did make me upset when LeBron came through and it was out and he was coming through fucking shit up. Oh, LeBron James! I was like, what the fuck? Let's think of LeBron. But I like LeBron.
Official title of the most hated man in the NBA. As the years passed, the fans began to accept Kobe more and more. After he tore his Achilles in 2013 and then walked off the court on his own, the whole world finally realized what Mamba mentality really meant.
You've had tons, and we've watched you tons of personal and professional challenges in your career. Is this at the top of the list?
Yeah, but it's fueling me. It's fueling me. I can feel it already. Players at this stage of their career, they pop Achilles, and the pundits say they never come back the same. So I can hear it already, and it's pissing me off right now. Just thinking about it. So.
In the final chapter of his career, even the ones who hated Kobe the most started to love him because they realized that all the stories about him were true and that he was one of the biggest competitors and probably the hardest worker that ever played basketball.
How emotional was it for you?
Very. I mean, it was a different kind of ovation, different than scoring points or winning championships. It was more like an ovation of appreciation, and touch me.
In 2016, his last season, when Kobe published Dear Basketball and announced his retirement, all the hate evaporated.
It's gonna make me sound old, you know what I'm saying? But I remember this, because I graduated high school in 2016. I remember this.
Opposing arenas started to cheer for Kobe because everyone realized that he was truly someone special, an NBA icon who gave it all to the sport. And Kobe changed too. With his career coming to an end, the mask of the Black Mamba fell off, and what we could finally see was Kobe as a person, unguarded. And it turned out that that person is funny, jovial, and warm, the polar opposite of the cold assassin that Bryant was throughout his career.
The perception of the way I am on the court is the way I am off the court. It's two completely different things, man. Two completely different things. I mean, I can be an absolute teddy bear at home with my family, with my kids, and enjoying that family time.
When he scored 60 in his final NBA game, everyone was happy. And it was a perfect ending to a legendary
60
career.
I can't believe how fast 20 years went by, man. This is crazy. You know, we've been through our ups and been through our downs.
What nigga retired do y'all know pulling up, doing 60 though, besides LeBron? But going out my lap, let me get 60 in real quick. Ha!
And I think the most important part is that we all stayed together throughout. All I can do here is just thank you guys. Thank you guys for all the years of support. Thank you guys for all the motivation. Thank you for all the inspiration. What can I say? Mamba out.
Yeah.
It's certain that Kobe was immature when he first came to the league as an 18-year-old. But who wouldn't be? Bryant definitely made a good share of mistakes, on and off the court. But what matters most is that he learned from them, and that he became a loving family man, a person with a curious mind who's
this shit hurt my heart seeing this shit.
Eager to work on his shortcomings. After his retirement, Kobe kept working hard,
like
showcasing his intellect and charming personality during interviews. When Dear Basketball won an Oscar in 2018, everyone was thrilled for Kobe because there were no haters left. And on that fatal day in 2020, when that helicopter crashed, the whole world cried because we truly lost one of the great ones who could have accomplished so much more.
The guy himself, Kobe Bryant, man. Great video. I just saw this, it popped up, and I was like, man, I gotta watch this shit. Like, I had passed by it a few times, and I was like, man, I gotta watch it, bro. Fuck it. I appreciate y'all. Great for y'all, man. Kobe in the comments. Long live Kobe's the comments, man. Go on, edit that dog.